happened with that guy then? I'm sorry. I tried to load the Danisnotonfire room, and it said, Danisnotonfire room didn't load, so we're going to put you into the girls' room. So it put me into the girls' room, and then I was like, no, I want to go back in the Danisnotonfire room. So that was a fun 10 seconds. Thanks to YouNow. Hi, everybody. Lol, right. let me tweet that this has happened before I... There we go. Tweeted. Now to Facebook it. I find it interesting that you have to still http:// on Facebook for it to turn into a link. What's up with that, Facebook? Sort it out. And other interesting things. Dan, you look Chinese, said Lucy M. Thanks. I'm ill. Sniff. Yeah. Do you hear me sniffing? I've got a cold. That's right. I think I've been tracing the origin of this cold. Apparently, Joey Graceffa had a cold, and he gave it to Kat, and then Kat spent a lot of time with me and Phil at VidCon, and then she gave it to Phil, and then being around Kat and Phil for about a week, I think I now have it. So I, by extension, have Joey's germs, and whoever came before that, if you want to ask him who infected him. I wonder what next YouTuber I'll tag in the running nose tag, the least favourite. Lol. Hi. The VidCon virus, said Anna H. Yes, quite. Hi. Joey also gave it to Shane Dawson. Lovely. Cool. So, how are we, everybody? Why were you watching Girls? I wasn't watching Girls. It's just the one at the top that it puts everybody in. I love that whenever you load YouNow, it's usually just like someone singing in a room to like 30 people. That is the beauty of this website. It's very strange. It's like a window into odd places in the world. So yeah, I sound like a goose, basically. So if you're wondering why I sound like a goose, it's because my nose is blocked. There we go. Where's your llama shirt? What do you mean, the one that I've worn like every day for 2 weeks? It's in the wash again. So, how are we all doing now that the tweet and the Facebook have been posted? Tell me, one word, how are you feeling? Go. Here we go. Wear your dinosaur suit. No, it's so warm. Tash is feeling fab. Phoebe's annoyed. Oh dear. Sammy's headachy. Get well soon. Anita's feeling ironic. I see. Beth's feeling amazing. A lot of people are awful because school is starting again. Kiana's feeling swaggy. Irina's feeling worried. Kajin's feeling flowery. Ingrid's feeling fantastic. Well then. Good. Glad to know everyone's okay. So what has been happening in my life since we last spoke to each other? Well, Sniff. Oh god. I'm gonna, at any point during this live show, I could sneeze and just cover the camera in like nose juice. So have you had a haircut, Dan? No, I haven't. I've been wearing my hat for warmth. My mood is Harry Styles. What's that mood like? That's crazy. Okay, so what's been happening in my life? I uploaded a video. I did the Crave challenge, yeah, where I dived in a dinosaur costume and destroyed my bedroom. Have we all seen that? If not, then go watch it, you tarts. Joking. Then I went to Reading Festival, which was insane. And then last night I watched the VMAs and The Conjuring, which was fun. And then today I woke up and my nose was blocked. So there we go, that's fun. What would you like to talk about first, guys, of those lovely topics of things that I may have opinions on? I used the O word. Remember, I have no opinions on anything. Reading. Miley's VMA performance. VMAs, VMAs, VMAs. Okay, we'll start with the VMAs. Okay, so I'm guessing you all want me to talk about Miley Cyrus. If you don't know, the MTV Video Music Awards were the other day, and Miley Cyrus performed her single We Can't Stop, and at the end, ripped off her costume to reveal a PVC nude-coloured bikini, and then to give Robin Thicke a lap dance. Okay, so firstly, the singing was very good. Good singing, Miley. I didn't like her hair. I think it looked like a picture I saw on Tumblr of a guy wearing two little coffee milk cups on his head. Looked a bit strange. But you can do whatever you want with your head. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything wrong with being sexual or dancing or twerking. I just thought that she was a bit scary with her mouth. Okay? So no problem with anything to do with Miley Cyrus's performance. I was just slightly scared by how much she was going all the time. You know what I mean? It was a bit like, it's our house, we can do what we want to. And I was like, whoa, okay. If I met you, I would be really, really scared. Really scared. I'm very intimidated by Miley Cyrus's new look. Even though I love We Can't Stop and I love the music video a lot, I think I'd be terrified if I was in the same room as her. It was a bit weird though. I mean, it was just, she was she might have impregnated herself with a foam finger, basically, is what happens. Are you a coons? Said LNR. Yes, and the coons is me. Hashtag Gaga references. Sniff. So yeah, that was cool. The applause performance, I liked it a lot. I'm holding a toilet roll because I'm a cold. I really liked the Lady Gaga performance. I thought it was good. It wasn't on the same level as the paparazzi one, but it was just good, and I liked it when she came out in the shells. I was impressed by the speed and the ease of which she changed costumes. You know what I mean? So thumbs up to Lady Gaga. Yeah. Okay, next thing, Taylor Swift. Let's talk about Taylor Swift. So I went on Tumblr. And obviously, if you guys went on Tumblr, if you're British like me, you probably didn't watch the VMAs, but then you went on Tumblr and all of a sudden it was just a tidal wave of pictures from it, which were basically just the Will Smith family being horrified at Miley Cyrus's performance. But anyway, so Taylor Swift, okay. So a lot of people think that she told One Direction to STFU when they started giving their speech. When I saw it on Tumblr, it looked to me like she was either telling Selena, who she was sitting next to STFU, or like someone said, maybe she was saying like, sorry for my arm, or something, and she actually wasn't being rude at all. But then when I watched it on the TV, it did kind of look like Zayn was like, and New York fans are the best fans in the world. Then Taylor was being a bit like, shut the F up. So no one knows. But regardless of whether or not Taylor Swift did actually say that, or whether she was just being totally cool and saying something to Selena, every freaking British newspaper has Taylor Swift tells One Direction to STF. We don't even know that that's what happens, and everyone's just saying it. Poor Taylor Swift. And what's even funnier, Daily Star, bloody hell, their headline is Taylor Swift slams Harry Styles in VMA acceptance speech. So she won an award for I Knew You Were Trouble, which was a song written about John Mayer, and in her speech, she was like, oh, and I wanted to thank my ex because, you inspired me to write the song and now I have a Moonland. And then this freaking stupid British newspaper just decides to say, oh, slams Harry Styles. And it's like they didn't even try to work out that's not true. It wasn't about Harry Styles. The song was written months before Taylor Swift and Harry Styles was even a thing. You know what I mean? And then this newspaper just decided to print it, and I was just like, what? So, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel so sorry for anyone remotely famous. It just must be such like a banging your head against the desk constantly. So, who knows what happened? But all I know was, as lovely as Taylor Swift is, I think she looked a bit scary with her hair like she did. She looked like a Disney villain or something, like an evil queen. I got that vibe from her with her hair kind of like so tightly pulled back. And it kept cutting to, these awards shows, it always cuts to celebrities dancing. And then Taylor Swift just kept doing these really awkward kind of, to Selena, who wasn't like looking at it. It was so like awkward and weird whenever it cut to Taylor Swift. And she was just kind of dancing by herself and stuff. So that was fun. That's the other thing. Kanye West's performance. You guys should know I'm Kanye West's #1 fan in the entire world. Underwhelmed. I like Blood on the Leaves as a song from his new album, but I think it's more of an album track than a single, maybe. And I just felt like it wasn't. I mean, after Runaway, we all remember when Kanye West performed Runaway at the VMAs with his red suit. That was like one of the best live performances ever of anything, and it was his comeback. Whew! After the Taylor Swift year. No. Ew, you like Kanye West, said someone. Yes. Wow. So, yeah, that was cool. Liam is probably my favourite member of One Direction at the moment. There we go. Katy Perry's performance at the end. Nice! There we go. Oh, like Justin Timberlake was like half the show. What was with that? It was just like the Justin Timberlake Awards. Like Justin Timberlake was like three. It was just like he did every song he's ever performed. He did like 9 in a row. And I really liked the NSYNC bit. I felt like it was a bit short. And what was up with Ryan Gosling at the front going bye 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 and stuff? That was so random. So yeah, if you didn't watch VMAs, then depending on how much you didn't like or dislike pop music, it was either kind of interesting or awful. There we go. Lauren C. I spoke about Miley at the start. Bruno Mars's performance. Okay, so I don't really like Bruno Mars's music that much, but whenever he performs live, you're always just like, God damn, Bruno Mars is talented. You know what I mean? It's like I didn't really get what was happening in the Gorilla song, but I was just like, whoa, he was good. Props to Bruno Mars. Mega lol at the height difference between Taylor Swift and Bruno Mars. I think I told you guys before, I met Taylor Swift at the Radio 1 Teen Awards last October or November, and she was taller than me. And yes, I am ill. So the people that are just joining after I've tweeted it, I explained at the start, yeah. Starting from Joey Graceffa, I have a YouTube virus right now. So yeah, basically. Yeah, that's fun. That was cool. I actually made myself a lemon sip, which is like a British flu drink. Wow, crotch. And I drink it, but if I drink during this live show, then it just turns into silence, so I try not to. Yeah, Taylor Swift in heels is taller than me, and next to Bruno Mars, he looks like an Oompa Loompa, which is incredible. So yeah, shout out to the hater who said, I'm freaking annoying in the chat. Why are you here? Amazing. Anyway, a virus. Yeah, crazy. Oh, Macklemore. Yeah, woo. Okay, VMAs. Done. That happened. That was cool. Saw The Conjuring at the movie theatre. Incredible. Amazing. Oh, Joey got sick from Shane Dawson. Okay, we need to find out who made Shane Dawson sick. We're starting to make the trail of illness now. Okay, The Conjuring, one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. I'm like such a horror fanatic. I know everything about horror movies. I've watched so many horror movies, and it's definitely in my top 10, might be in my top 5. It's definitely the best horror film in the last few years that's been very successful. I mean, Paranormal Activity 1 was probably more of a classic in terms of what it means, the horror genre, but The Conjuring was just fantastic. It was awful. I was just horrified the whole time. I was like 500% done with the film, half an hour in, and it was just awful. So yeah, if you're a fan of horror films, then go see The Conjuring. And if you really hate horror films, then don't watch it, because you'll probably cry and wet yourself. There we go. I saw it in the cinema alone, said Laura H. Yeah, same. How you seen Insidious? Said Alex. Yes. Have you heard Wrecking Ball yet? Yeah. I haven't listened to enough to relay an opinion on you yet. So, what do we want to do next, guys? We have the topics of my last video, my next video, my weekend at Reading Fest, Spotify update, said McKenna Y. Okay, do you guys want to see my Spotify update? What has Dan been listening to recently? Let's find out. Bearing in mind I haven't been listening to much music because I have been busy. Okay, I want you to guess who my most listened to artist is and what my most listened to song is. And the person who gets it right can give yourself 10 Dan live show points. There we go. Royal Katy Perry, no. Kanye West, no. Piano Guy, no. Radiohead Creep, no. Muse, no. Miley Cyrus is my most listened. Yeah, Christina O. We Can't Stop is apparently my most listened to song. Lies. Utter lies. I've listened to that like twice. I have no idea why I'm saying that's my number one. Okay, now can anyone guess who my most listened to artist is? It's not gonna. No one's gonna get it. No, Carolina R. It's not Brazil. Relax. I don't think Wero's on Spotify. For all that point, Demi Lovato, Green Day. None of you will get it. Earl Sweatshirt! Yeah! He released a new album. His first album, called Doris, which is okay. As a whole album, it doesn't sound as complete as a concept as I wanted it to, but his rapping is excellent, and I like how depressing he sounds, so... Yeah, 4.5 stars for Earl Sweatshirt, maybe. I've only listened to it 3 times, so there we go. Thumbs up for Earl Sweatshirt. Okay, there we go. Mike Hem, No Eden, still too soon. Can't listen to any of their music. Ba, ba, ba. Oh God. I'm in one of those situations where as soon as I finish being ill, I'm just gonna appreciate life so much when I'm not going in the corner. OMG, your last video, I've never laughed so hard. So yeah, that happened. I didn't actually want to do the Crave Challenge because I thought it would be a bit cringe or whatever. But like, I didn't like ask to do it or whatever. But then obviously after Phil did it, all of you guys were like, Dan, when are you gonna do yours? And then Jack tagged me in it, so I was like, okay. And then they sent me a hilarious challenge, and it was really funny. So glad I did that. That was funny. If you haven't watched it, basically, I had to dress in a dinosaur costume and catch cereal in my mouth after it was catapulted at my face, and it was terribly painful. It was horrific. Like, okay, so if you didn't watch it, my friend had a slingshot and released sharp square cereal into my face at great speed. And you can guess who filmed it, who was at our house when it was filmed. It hurt so much. Like, actual pain. Oh my God, it was monstrous. Yeah, so I just want to say, for the record, I'm done for the moment, okay? I'm done with physically degrading videos, okay? Just for a while, after Truth or Dare 5 and this Dan the Dinosaur thing back to back, I just want to stop. Just for a while and do nice, boring, static videos. You know, the kind of ones that you don't like, where I'm really sarcastic and sad looking. Just, you know, one of those ones. Yeah, like ironic appreciation, just joking. I think my next video is going to be a happy medium between a reasons why Dan's a fail and meaning of life, perhaps. Yeah, well, you'll find out. I don't want to spoil it for you. But yeah, enough with the physicalness for my videos for a while. Just go back to sitting down and being sarcastic. Just sitting. There we go. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Can we have Girl Dan again? What, me with my t-shirt boobs? Perhaps. Who knows? You look like you've lost weight. Thanks, Miranda. I have. Illness. Who knows? Ba ba ba. Sing the llama song. No. What? While I'm sounding like a goose. That's gonna be good, isn't it? What's your favourite Muse album? I don't know. I like them all. I like Origin of Symmetry and Nuts and Black Holes and Revelations and Absolution a lot. Equally. When's a day in the life up, Dan? Okay. So, if you guys don't know, there was a video uploaded 5 million years ago called A Day in the Life of Dan and Phil, which is basically a daily vlog, but it was for some reason exciting. And we said that we'd make a new one, and we've been waiting about 5 months for this amazing camera to come in the post. And you guys will be pleased to know that Phil has finished editing the video about now. So, if you want to see what a typical day in the life of Dan and Phil in London is like, then straight after this live show, it will be uploaded. Yay! So look forward to that. Woo! Is that Michael Jackson on your shirt? No, it's Donnie Darko. Yeah, it's Michael Jackson. Love a good MJ t-shirt. None of you had a haircut? No, I was wearing a hat all day and I'm ill. I'm the illest MC up in this house. I'm seeing Panic at the Disco in November. They're good live. Look forward to that. I like pickled llamas, said somebody. Fantastic. Woo! So, STFU and talk about Reading, you twat, said Jake. Okay, Jake. So, I went to Reading Festival the weekend that just happened, which is very exciting. Look, I've just been picking apart this toilet paper. I'm just tearing it like a crazy person. So, yeah, if you don't know, Reading Festival is a music festival in the UK. It's one of the biggest ones, and a lot of cool bands go there and stuff. And I went there 5 times as a teenager, so I went there a lot. So a big part of my life and a lot of fond memories involved me camping at this music festival, which was terrifying and fun and exciting and stuff. And I got to work there this year because of Radio 1, which very much made me want to keep working for the BBC, because it means that I get to work at places like Reading Festival. And it was amazing. It was really, really, really cool. So firstly, artist catering, where all the bands eat, is as godlike as you probably think it is. Oh my god, they had flowers and water features and freaking really posh food and cakes and all kinds of crazy stuff. So that was like, I wasn't allowed to eat there, but I was allowed to loiter there. They had raspberry and lemon infused water, which was basically a giant glass sphere of water with loads of lemons and raspberries floating in it. And that was it. And it just tasted amazing. So it was crazy. And we got to watch bands from the side of the stage, which was crazy. I don't know, I saw someone in the chat say, I saw you watching System of a Down, which was crazy for me. I'd say System of a Down, they're definitely one of my favourite bands of all time. They might be in my top 5, they're definitely in my top 10 favourite bands of all time, System of a Down. And I've always really wanted to see them live, but I never got the opportunity to, because they went on hiatus as soon as I became old enough to go on, like, to go to gigs and stuff by myself. So it was a very, very big moment for me, and to stand at the side of the stage as the sun was setting watching System of a Down was, like, the best. And they were awesome. They were amazing. They were just as incredible as I ever wanted them to be. I was afraid that, like, after 20 years, post-hiatus, they'd be a bit slow and boring, but they were incredible. And then we managed to watch Green Day from the side of the stage as well, which was, like, amazing. Because, as I've said several times before, and this American Idiot by Green Day was the first album I ever bought with my own money. So I have a lot of feelings and nostalgia for Green Day, and they were amazing. I actually walked past Billy Joe in the guest area, and he looked so clean. It was weird. He looked really, really clean. I guess they've just come out of rehab, so that makes sense. I expected him to look a bit like you see Green Day usually, like a bit sweaty and messy, but he looked so well presented and just clean and dry. Yeah, that was really cool. And then we interviewed loads of bands and tents, which is cool. Ollie Sykes totally hates me and Phil. It's so obvious. Whenever we meet him, and we do an interview with loads of stupid questions, he's like, I'm 500% done with you. About 1 minute in. God, so quiet. So yeah, that's cool. What was scarier, The Conjuring or the VMAs? I think I'm more likely to have Strange Nightmares by Miley Cyrus. TBQFH. I think so. Do you know 5 Seconds of Summer? Yes. What song do you keep humming? It changes. What's this like, watching a sick Dan? Oh my. The VMAs was cray. It was indeed. How do you feel about introducing Imagine Dragons? Yeah, so I'm guessing you guys probably all know who Imagine Dragons are. Radioactive, radioactive. We were told that we should introduce them live on stage, which was crazy, because usually the Radio 1 DJs are like, is everybody ready? It's time for Green Day or whatever, and they were like, hey, Dan and Phil, do you want to do Imagine Dragons? And I was like, oh my god, are you serious? It was so fun. It was crazy. It rained, and I opened the introducing the band by saying that everyone looked moist, which apparently was inappropriate and awkward. So I was in a tent with about 10,000 people all waiting to see Imagine Dragons, and then I called them moist. It was a bit scary, Lucy W, but it was mainly exciting. It was quite funny. Phil couldn't hear his microphone, so Phil was like screaming like a death metal singer into the microphone because he couldn't hear himself. But it was really funny. And it reminded me of the thing that I most hate in the world, which is random people on the internet accusing you of looking awkward or embarrassed or scared. And it's oh my god, it's like the one thing I know so many YouTubers hate is when people are like, you look so awkward in that photo. So say a YouTuber, or anyone for that matter, Instagrams a nice photo of themselves with a friend or a family member, and then all of a sudden, for no reason, people will just comment saying, wow, you look so awkward. And everyone's just like, I don't look awkward. I wasn't awkward. There's nothing awkward about the situation. Yet people are just like, wow, this is such an awkward photo, and it just makes people want to pull their eyes out of their face. And it's the same thing, like, I could have just had a great time doing something and been really confident and cool, and then people would just be like, wow, you look so terrified. And I'm like, I wasn't remotely terrified. I was really excited and happy. And everyone's like, wow, that was like super awkward. It's like the one thing that makes everybody want to bang their head against a pair of scissors. So yeah, which is just funny. Ba ba ba. Hi, what have I missed? Said Alexandra. The VMAs, which if you're not into pop music, was a good thing that you skipped. So hey, that's cool. That was sick, mate. Yeah, literally, because I'm sniffing. That's probably because someone in the crowd sneezed germs at me if it wasn't from Joey. Fave band that played at Reading. System of a Down. No, talk about them again. So who was your favourite performer? It was System of a Down. It was quite funny. We walked past Tyler, the Creator. Like, I don't know if you guys saw, Tyler Rookley posted a selfie that he took with Katy Perry at the VMAs, and I was just thinking, that's a really cool opportunity. You know what I mean? When YouTubers meet musicians and famous people, and they get a selfie, and then everyone on Instagram is like, oh my god, whereas I never feel like I would want to go up to someone like that and have a selfie. You know what I mean? Because, I don't know, this is probably just me sounding utterly narcissistic with delusions of grandeur and stuff like that, but basically, it's like, I don't want to go up to someone like Tyler, the Creator, and be like, can I have a selfie? And look like just a fangirl, on the basis that one day I might like naturally hang out with somebody and they think that I might be cool and stuff like that. So we walked past Tyler, the Creator, and I was like, oh my god. And Phil goes, Dan, you should go get a selfie with Tyler. And I'm like, I really, really love the idea of getting a selfie with Tyler, the Creator, but I don't, you know, I like the idea that one day, in 5 years, the person might know me, like, you know, after I've had an interview with a band. It's like, we saw Frank Turner in the lobby at Radio 1 today, and he was like, hey, Dan and Phil, how are you doing? And I was like, oh, it's kind of like we know each other now. And, you know, when we saw Fall Out Boy, after we met in New York, Patrick and Pete, you know, I kind of expected them to be like, who are you? But instead, Patrick was like, hey man, how are you doing since New York? And, you know, if you start the relationship with someone with a selfie, I don't know, it's not the way I want to start things off. If you get me, do you get me? Do you know what I'm saying? Dan, guess the crime, said Jade C. Okay, let's do this. So, slight tangent before we go back to anything interesting or relevant. Did you just hear the obnoxiously loud sirens that just drove past? That's because I live on a busy road in London. So, it's time we played the game. Guess the crime. Guess the crime. Sniff. What was the police car that just drove past my house on the way to arrest someone for? What crime? Here we go. Sarah C. said, Taylor swore again. Do we have to? Said Leanne. Yes. Look, the masses of the chat or spam to guess the crime. Even if you find it boring, it has to happen, okay? It's called peer pressure. Llama robbery, said Alexis. Miley twerked, said everybody. Dan asked for a selfie, said somebody. Weed bust, said Kyla. Strangely accurate. Ba ba ba. Wait. Hold up. Who said the DFS sale ended? Because they win 500 live show points. Okay, you get that. Someone smacked a llama, said Lauren C. Nah, the police bringing you medication, said Lauren D. I'd like that. My cup of flu liquid is just sat here like, drink me. Fernando in the chat just said something that I can't repeat because it said the C word about 8 times. It's just like, drink me, Dan. So gross. Did you see the picture that One Direction had with Lady Gaga? I love that they met. It just seemed weird because she was wearing nothing other than 2 shells. Love them both, though. People stopped applauding Lady Gaga, said Emily. Oh no. Jimmy Savile was found alive, said Raw's TV. Don't go there. We're going to break the internet again, said Kaylee. Okay. She stuck up for them, said Olivia. I know. I didn't hear them booing, though. Did they boo? Poor One Direction. Kristen Stewart smiled again. Okay, Sophie. Miley is on a twerking rave, said Eliza Z. It's a horrible drink, said Elias. I know it is. It's like a witch potion. And here we go. I'm going to be like done with the suggestions soon. One Direction got booed. No, that's not the crime. Billy Ray Cyrus had a heart attack. That's quite good. You can have 1 live show point. And Joey Graceffa sneezed on somebody, said Sani. There we go. Live show points go to those people. Da-da-da-da. Fantastic. So yeah, that happened. But back to Fall Out Boy. Nicest guys ever still. You know what I mean? Patrick Stump is probably the coolest, nicest person you will ever meet in your entire life. He's just super, super cool and nice. So if you're a Fall Out Boy, I will repeat, be pleased. Your idols are really cool. Susanna's mum is making her do the dishes. No! Just put your laptop on the side. Unless you're on an iMac, in which case you're screwed. Oh God. What did Pete smell like? Just cleanliness. Oh, have you guys seen the Fall Out Boy montage video? If not, search Reading and Leeds montage Fall Out Boy on YouTube and see this cool thing that we made. So what I want you guys to tell me, people over the age of 18, shut up, okay? Everybody that's at school, when do you go back to school? Because I don't know these things and it changes for different people. So when do you go back to school? Give me a date. I sound like a predator, don't I? Next Wednesday, said Emma. Uh-oh. Corey W said, 2 weeks ago, sucks to be you. Last Monday, said a bunch of people. Basically, the start of September. Okay. Good to note. Good luck, guys. How does it feel to have your lives ruined or your dreams shattered? Get in this tumbling while you can, okay? Oh my God. What are you going to do with your last days of freedom? Tell me, guys, what crazy plans do you have? Even if it's just on the internet, what do you plan to do to make it worth it? Tell me. The time is ticking. What are you going to do before you're in hell again until December? Thought Park, yeah. Theme park. Get a kitten, yeah. Sit on the internet, yeah. Read the Bible. Stare at my laptop screen, yeah. Sleep, woo! Are A-levels bad? Worse than GCSEs, but no. The older you get, the more incredibly stupidly easy the exams that you took the previous year look. A marathon of Dan videos, God help you. An anime convention. Electric picnic. Spain. Go to the beach. Celebrating my birthday. What do you think about 30 Seconds to Mars? What is up with Jared Leto's hair? He looked like freaking Jesus. If you haven't seen, like, Google Jared Leto with his hair. Amazing. Oh my god, he looks like God, basically. It's incredible. Incredible scenes at the Jared Leto Face convention. How has he got 14k, said Ruben D. Oh, we're halfway through. This would be a good opportunity to explain who the F I am to all the people that are like, who the hell are you? Hi, my name is Dan, and I make YouTube videos about how awkward my life is, or just degrading myself physically on camera. If you want to check them out, hover your hand, or when I say hand I mean mouse, over here, and you'll see that their thing pops up saying, My YouTube. If you click the thing that says My YouTube, it will take you to my YouTube channels, and then you can have an informed decision on whether you like me or you want me to die. Also, if you just lurk, then you can check out my Facebook page, or my Twitter, or you can subscribe to my YouTube by pressing the buttons down there. If you want to be told when I make a new video, or just generally know what's happening in my life, then you should follow me on Twitter. And if you're somebody on Twitter or Tumblr or Facebook that doesn't subscribe to people on YouTube, make a YouTube account, you boob. It takes 5 seconds. That was the face of disapproval. There we go. Thanks. And finally, if you're new to these live shows and you have no idea what the hell's happening, then to join in the fun, if you're confused on this website with a million buttons, or you've got the app and you're just like, what's happening? Sign in with Facebook. Top right-hand corner, you'll see that there is a login with Facebook icon. Takes 2 seconds. It'll literally just be like, do you want to connect? And then you go, yes. And then once you've done that, you press the fan button down there. So if everybody hearing my voice right now that hasn't yet can press the fan button down there, that would be great. And, you know, I don't care if you're all lazy butts and you're just like clicking on the Twitter link. It takes you 2 seconds to just log into Facebook and then press the fan button. It's literally about 4 clicks, okay? And then you can join in the fun. That was our intermission during the stage show of Dan's live show. Have you got the popcorn? Did you get the program? It's inappropriately priced. Do you like K-pop? Yes. Dan, are you wearing eyeliner? Is that sarcasm? Where is Phil? I don't know. Probably editing the video. Dan, I love your Johnny Darko shirt. Thanks, Kat. Ba 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 ba. My love for you is bigger than Brendan Urie's forehead. Thank you so much. I know how much that means. I saw Eminem, which was cool. Sounded like Eminem CDs being played live, basically. Come to Canada. Okay. Daniel said he was finished editing. I have no idea. He's probably finished editing. I think it's uploading after this. Describe Joe Graceffa in one word. Vertical fringe hyphenated. What TV shows do you watch? I'm watching Attack on Titan, which is excellent. It's an anime. It's probably the best. Everyone's saying it's the best anime since Death Note. Super cool. Breaking Bad is still out. Dexter and True Blood are still rolling along. Actually, no, True Blood finished. True Blood finished. True Blood was an excellent season of True Blood. If you're considering watching True Blood, then just know that, like most things, one season may be worse than the next, but the latest one, very good. Yeah. What's the last book you read? The first Game of Thrones book. On the flight to VidCon, I read 200 pages in one flight, which is a lot, because it's a dense as hell book. Bloody hell. Dan, you should watch Black Butler. I think we have it on DVD. I should whack it on after I finished Attack on Titan. This is disgusting. It literally tastes like in a cartoon or a movie, if a witch was like, I'm going to give you a protection spell, or here's the thing to cure you from your magical snake bite. Bunch of gross things in hair and rat's tails in a cauldron. So, yeah. Nice Mini Eggs product placement by me. Joking. I have to say that I'm joking. Black Butler is amazing. Okay, that's cool. Chris did a live show last night and he was confused. That sounds magical. I'm sad I missed it. But what's that anime that just basically looks like a swimming school? That just looks like a bunch of naked boys in swimming trunks. Like, I swear 50% of animes are just mostly naked males or females designed at being sexual. I don't know. What's your opinion on Macklemore? It's called Free, is it? Is it good? Or do you just like it because there's yaoi-tastic boys in tight pants, you bunch of pervs? Waiting for an opinion. Charlie was watching that, was he? What? Really? Or do you mean Attack on Titan? Are you sick? Said Michael. I am Michael. Apparently, we don't know who gave Joey Graceffa a cold, but he gave it to Shane Dawson, and they gave it to Katrific, and Katrific gave it to Amazing Phil, and they both gave it to me. And here I am sniffing. There we go. Spirited Away is the best. Opinion, said Megan M. I agree. Yes. You're sick, but you still look great, said Hazel. Thanks. It's Macklemore, you turnip. The VMA person said Macklemore. Macklemore. Macklemore! I met him and he was really nice. So, yeah, that was cool. How was dorm life? At university, in my first year of college, how was dorm life? It was scary at first, being thrown into a situation where I had to make friends with new people. But I did, and it was really, really fun. And I think that the university experience is an essential part of growing up, because you don't really know who you are until you're about 22. You know what I mean? It's like all this time, all this people, we're still growing up. We're still finding out who we are and what we like, and we're not even real people until we're like 26 or something. And I feel like, you know, college and university, it's an essential period to just spend 3 years discovering yourself, and that's what I experienced in my first year of university. It was, well, I don't want to say I found myself in my first year of university. I think that just came through time, but it was really fun, and I'm really glad I had the first year dorm experience, which was crazy. Freaking just getting wasted like 3 nights a week and going out like all British students. Terrible, unhealthy lifestyle, but I felt like I did it, and that's what matters. So yeah, you young people, don't judge yourself until you're 26, because you're not even a real person yet. Okay, I'm not even a real person yet. You can change every 2 weeks until you work out who you are. It's mostly about your brain expanding until you finish puberty, which is 20 whatever age. I think that's basically what it is. And judging by the fact that I still look like a 10-year-old boy, I have a long way to go. That's okay. Are you going to be at DigiFest? No. What do you think of MCR? They were one of my favourite bands ever. Annoying twats on the bus, said Callum. What about them? Damn them. Are you watching me on the app and there are annoying twats currently on your bus? Well, they should shut up. That'll show them. Do you still have Crave on your floor? Yes. So, okay, after my last video, I destroyed my bedroom. My bedroom was annihilated. Like, I have a light in the corner of this room, which is lighting up this room, because otherwise it's really dark. I picked up the light, and cereal fell out of the light. There is cereal everywhere, and it's just, the mess is so extreme. I don't want to start it, so I've just been avoiding it. I've just been waking up and going la 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 la. But when I came back from Reading, I saw that there was no mice poop anywhere, so there are no mice in the apartment, which means that it's not urgent. The cereal can just stay there until I feel like sweeping it up. There we go. Say unicorn, said somebody. There we go. That was exciting. What's your favourite MCR song? I don't know. There's lots of good MCR songs. If you read this, can you please say literally? There we go. Just like the pile of dirty socks. Indeed, Rebecca T. Indeed. Do you like 9 Inch Nails? I do a lot, and I was sad that I missed them on the Sunday evening. But we had to go back and do the radio show, which is very good. What was meeting Bastille like? They were really cool and really nice. Do you still got ID'd for booze? Yes. Save me, Dan. School starts soon. Rest in peace, you. Can you smile for a snapshot? There we go. That was an attractive screenshot for you there. Favourite parts of America? I haven't been to them all yet. I'd like to one day. Are you excited for the Teen Awards? Yes. We'll have a bigger part in it this year. So that'll be exciting. Sniff. Do you want a prawn cracker? I do. When is your radio show going to be able to be watched worldwide? Okay, do you like Black Veil Brides? You are a clone of me, said somebody. That's cool. How perfect is Niall? Very perfect. Can you smile again for the screenshot? Nope, you missed your opportunity. What's your favourite song ever? That's a ridiculously broad question. What's your favourite anime? Full Metal Alchemist, which I think is probably the best anime of all time. Have you met Anthony from Smosh? Yeah, I'm like friends with him now, and he is super cool. What GCSE grades do you get? I don't remember them all. There's like 14. Sniff. My opinion on Miley at the VMAs? You obviously missed the start, Lauren. Everything was fine. I felt like it was slightly scary, basically. Ben Affleck as Batman. I like Ben Affleck. A lot of people didn't like the idea of Ben Affleck being the next Batman. A lot of people were just like, why isn't it just a Gordon-Levitt? But yeah, that's fine. Do you like sushi? I love sushi. I'm a recent convert to sushi. I was told by my mum, always, as I was growing up, that your taste buds change as you get older, and I was like, bull to the shit, mum, shut up. But she's right. There's lots of things that I used to hate that I now like. For instance, what was one of the first ones? One of the first ones was mushrooms. I always hated mushrooms. And then about 2 years ago, I was just like, I freaking love mushrooms. Oh my god, what? And then I always hated fish, of like the sushi variety. And now I'm obsessed with sushi, and I love salmon, as long as it's not cooked and not fresh. Love it. So if there's a food that you don't currently like, then you might like it soon. Justine says, they change every 7 years. I bet that's a massive lie. Where'd you get that from? Exactly every 7 years. Have you ever listened to Jake Bugg, and do you like him? I have listened to Jake Bugg. I don't listen to his music a lot. It's not exactly what I find interesting or exciting, but I appreciate that it's good. He offered me a cigarette once at a weird nightclub in Soho after the Sony Awards. I said no. Even when a famous indie guitarist offers me a cigarette, I say no, because I'm a total role model, aren't I? You sound stuffy, says Megan. Yeah, that's because I'm sick. I could projectile vomit on your face right now, Megan. Try to get better soon, Dan. I should. I've nearly finished my horrible witch's brew. Oh, God. Oh. Bar. What's your favourite song on the second law? Jake Bugg is a dick. I'm guessing you're a One Direction fan. I don't get involved myself in drama. That's fine. Please don't vomit on my face, said Erin. I can't promise anything. Dan, you sound like a goose, but I'd still bang you. From Luke. Thanks, Luke. You should mix it with Ravina. I probably should. Did you catch Fall Out Boy's set on Sunday? I watched it online, and it was really good. As always, as they were the last time I saw them at Reading. What's the best thing you ever built out of Lego? A tower that I built with Dougie from McFly. It was very vertical. I just like to make impossible shapes that need to be balanced on each side when I get given Lego. I'm like a boring nerd that doesn't know how to play with things properly. Elbow update. It's mostly gone. Can you see a bit of redness there? That's all that's left of my escalator scar. Do you like Harry Potter? Yes. You haven't sneezed yet? Not yet. Name dropping much? Sorry, people ask me things. I'm just talking about what they tell me to. I hate people that name drop. I'm just talking about my weekend. What's your shoe size? I don't trust that question. That's a lovely elbow. Thank you. You look sex, says Marina R. Thanks. Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle. I was always a Charmander guy, personally. Phil just tweeted about Day in the Life. Did he? Yep, it's coming tonight. How exciting. What's the recent game you started playing? I've just gotten back into Guild Wars 2, permanently ruining my life. Dan, I just joined the gym. Help. Good luck. I'm going to see Paramore in a few days. They're good live. Do you like Good Charlotte? Are they still around? Good Charlotte? They were. I was like too young for Good Charlotte when they were at their height of popularity. What are they doing these days? How's Animal Crossing? Good. Haven't played it in a while. Maybe I should log in. There's weeds everywhere. Probs. What's that about? Oh, hi. Ba ba ba. Do you play any Blizzard games? I used to play Vanilla WoW. What do you think of the new Breaking Bad? Incredibly good. Pour milk on your head, said Melvin. Why would I do that? Stop touching your hair, said Angela. I'm sorry. Why don't you like your Hobbit hair, said Katie? Because it's very hard to make it look good. And I prefer looking Asian. Do you play any Legend of Zelda? Kinda. Yeah. When's your next video coming out? Friday. Gonna get down on Friday. Look forward to that. Woo! I'm gonna film it tomorrow so that it does go up on Friday. How exciting! Check me out. Priorities. Screw everything else. Have you played The Last of Us yet? Nope, still haven't started it. Sorry. Brilliant singing. Thanks. Pokemon or Mario? The Mario games are more fun to play. Just the turn-based battle system of Pokemon is just still so slow and random encounters and stuff, even though I'm obsessed with Pokemon. Do you like Friends? Obviously, I was born in the 90s. Punishment, if not. Shall we do that? Shall I do the Friday leg waxing promise? If I don't upload my video by then. Do we like that? It's the one way I will definitely always upload a video on Friday night. Just to clarify, as a lot of people were confused the last time, can you say Irma Gerd, said Verena? Yeah. The time limit for the video is as long as the video finishing and uploading process begins and ends on Friday night. So even if it's technically Saturday morning in England, as long as it's before Saturday morning in Hawaii, it's still Friday, you mother fluffers. Okay? So yeah, that's it. Look forward to my new vid. Good day, Daniel. Hello. MCR or Muse? Whoa, you can't make me choose that. Muse. I like 1%. You're so pale, said Ashley. Well, I do stay inside all the time. Maybe you'll come to Russia when your country stops having human rights issues. Sorry, I know that you know, the evil regime of Putin does not represent the views of all people in Russia. I know that, that's fine. I love you, said Jessica P. Thanks, Jessica P. Can you fly, said Becca R. No. OMG, how do you read these, said Seth P. with great difficulty. My mother forced me to exercise, said Jessica. What an evil woman. Do you consider yourself posh, said Bella W. Bella W. Go watch a video I made 2.5 years ago called OMG, you're so posh, lol, exclamation mark, 1. Classic. Danisnotonfire. Do you do drugs? Said Sabrina. Oh yeah, I just drank a whole mug of drugs. Yes, I did. Favorite doctor? Tenant, probs, dunno. Hot drama teacher? Yep, had one. Will you ever come to Heathrow? Why would I go to an airport? I'm sorry. Why do English people drink tea? Because it's our national caffeinated beverage more than coffee, even though I'm personally a coffee person. I'm not really even a coffee person. I never want to go to the effort to boil, to wait for a kettle. Why would I do that when I have a tap? Just make some freaking Ribena. Nah, I mean. Why don't you ever come to Florida? Said Cameo. I've been to Florida for a giant YouTube convention where I meet several thousand people for the last 2 years, and we'll be going the next year. If that answers your question. What's your favorite tea? Erin A. My favorite tea is called Iron Goddess of Mercy. Yep, that's right. Your natural hair is so cute. Thanks. Should I don't know if you guys saw, I posted an Instagram video of me in a golf cart. I was thinking, Leah A said she hasn't watched my newest video. Leah A! You fiend! Go watch it now. Open a tab. Go to my YouTube channel. Get it ready to watch. What were we just talking about before Leah A ruined my life? Oh dear. Oh, Plants vs. Zombies 2. Good. Liking it a lot. Who are you going to give the illness to? Ooh, maybe Crabsticks. I hung out with him the other day. Instagram video. Yeah, that's right. That's what I was talking about. I might post more Instagram videos. I feel like there's too much pressure to be a hilarious comedian on Vine. What with all these Bo Burnhams and Tyra Banks and Brendan Urie's. Vine is too creatively intimidating, whereas Instagram is like a longer version where you can delete clips and then make filters that blur out your face. So I might post more Instagram videos, perhaps, that I won't tweet, because I don't want to announce them to the world as a piece of art that I've created. So, if you want to follow me on Instagram, my name is Danisnotonfire, like everything. So, just Danisnotonfire on Instagram if you want to see those. Hey! City of Bones is apparently an awful film, but a book that a lot of people are fond of. Say hello, Amelia, please. There we go. Nice phone case, Dan. Ah, yes, the phone case that one of you guys gave me at VidCon last year. It's on its last legs. I think I'm going to get the new iPhone when it comes out, because this is a 4 and it's so slow. Oh my god. I hate this hunk of crap. It takes like 10 hours to do it. I think this is mostly because I kind of throw it down the stairs, at the walls, off the chair, and, you know, things don't like being punched. But, yeah, so I'm going to keep it, I think, until it's flaked away. Da-da-da-da. Come to the Mall of America in Minnesota. That's so specific. Why? Dan, you're on fire, said Sarah G. Okay. Burma, said Catherine G. Okay. iPhone abuse, said Jessa. I'm sorry. I do that with all my technology. You used my glasses in your video, said Livy. Da-da-da-da. Do you throw your phone under cars? Not yet. I'm working towards that. Brendan Urie sexy, question mark. What do you think of Miley? Said the 9th person to ask that. Cool. The Mall of America is the best mall ever. Is it? Well then, maybe I will go one day if it's the best mall ever. I'll let myself out. Avenged Sevenfold's new album. Haven't listened to it. I'll search for it on Spotify now, so then I can listen to it. Once we're done, what's it called? Hail to the King. Okay, I'll listen to that, and maybe I'll have an opinion by next week. Let's not presume I'll have an opinion. I'm not an opinion-y kind of guy, am I? Can you drive? Said Sarah H. Yes. Please sing Muse. No, I have a cold. Not that I would anyway. Kim Kardashian eating her own placenta. Did that happen? I hope that happened. I'm dying, guys. I'm on my last legs. I'm just going to slip into a coma after this live show. The illness is just going to take me over. And there will be no video or leg waxing because I will be in a coma. That's my future prediction for Dan. Sniff, sniff, sniff. You can use a cold as an excuse for everything now. I know. Hashtag pray for Dan. I think that's what I need, guys. I need hashtag pray for Dan to make me feel better using the power of social media and Jesus in the way that it cures all problems. Sniff. Oh God. I'm dying. This is so hot. Wow. Anyone who's even remotely attracted to me is now just like, wow, sorry Dan. Oh dear. At least it's not a man flu, because it was probably given to me by a girl. There we go. I think you're giving me your cold. Yeah, get close enough to the screen. Achoo! There you go. Come to Sweden one day. Stop hashtag praying for Dan, people. Even more attractive now, TBH. Nice to know you're into that, Kath. Who's your favourite Game of Thrones character? Oh! What? I love all of them. You know who I love? Joffrey. What a horrendous character, but amazing. What was that accent? IDK. Please come to Benfleet. Okay. Come on, guys, before I slip into a coma, this is the last round of questions before I bail. What would you like to ask me before you don't see me live for a week? I lost my candy. Sorry for you. Do you only have like one pair of earrings? I like black circles. Would you take selfies with Muse? No, I wouldn't. Who is your OTP? I don't know. Favorite Tumblr blogs? I follow so many good ones. Although it takes me a while to wade through the ones until I find one that I like. What's your next video about? Spoilers, but it's something that I reference a lot in many of my videos, if you want to take wild guesses. What's your favorite quote? I don't know. Nature Boy. Is it still deathly hot in England? It's kind of still warm and moist, and then it's occasionally cold. It's lame at the moment. What's your opinion on ducks? Love ducks. Got to love ducks. Please no more moist. Okay. Do you like capybaras? Yes, incredible animals. I love the fact that some people domesticate them. Do you like Linkin Park? Yeah. Favorite movie of all time? I don't know. Kill Bill Volume 2 or Moulin Rouge. Favorite Harry Potter book? Half-Blood Prince. Favorite Harry Potter film? Order of the Phoenix? Favorite color? Black, white or gold? Favorite place to travel to? I don't know. I went to New Zealand once, that was nice. What will you do if Pray for Dan trends? Be very sad and happy at the same time, but mostly like, I feel bad for the internet. Don't do that. Subbed or dubbed? I don't know. My name is Yara. Congrats, Yara. Do you like peanut butter? Yes, but I never eat it because it's incredibly fat. Sad. Isn't that what sad fact? Do you like toxic waste? Yeah, I'm hardcore. I can have a toxic waste without flinching. You know what I mean? Favorite type of milk? Semi-skimmed. Opinions on Macklemore's VMA performance? Very good. Yeah. Spoilers for Day in the Life. There is mounting at some point. And finally, when is this show going to end? Now! The end. Okay, I've been here for an hour. I'm going to die any second, so let's I'm going to let you get back to your lives. Back to your lives, okay? So, what do I want to say? If you haven't seen my last video where I dressed up as a dinosaur and ruined my own life and my bedroom, then go watch it now. Hover over my hand here with your mouse and click on the My YouTube button and it will take you to my YouTube channel where you can watch it. If you want to see the Day in the Life of Dan and Phil in London video, I do believe that Phil will be uploading it this evening. Look forward to that. And yeah, if you are new and you haven't yet, then make sure you sign in with Facebook and press the fan button to get joined. And now I'm just going to sit in a castle of snotty tissues and die. So thank you guys for accompanying me in an hour of me sounding like a goose and looking incredibly unattractive. Stay cool. Bye. Awkward waving. Go outside. Go make friends. Read a book. Speak to your grandparents. They could die at any second.